So I thought it might be worth talking a little bit about some of the technology I use when I'm teaching online. Um, and you're seeing one right here. OBS is a free and open source utility that I use when I'm recording. I like it because not it gives you full ability to use the screen. Um, Let me give you an example. At the moment, you're looking at my main screen. I work in an environment of three screens. I think you need probably a minimum of two really to work online and do live lectures. One screen becomes like your front stage, which you can slip items on. So, for instance, I can grab a Google page. I'll just move my video off. Um, so I can work on my main screen here. I've moved OBS off to the side for the moment, and I can have various web pages, screens open to my left or right, and drag them on the front stage, so to speak. And that's how I imagine it when I need to. It gives the ability to also, have notes, anything else I need to reference, while not having to display that in the front screen. So I think at a minimum of two screens, if that's possible, is the way to go if you're doing online lectures. Um, OBS is what I tend to use. And one of the things I like about OBS is the fact you can embed an image of yourself on top of the screen. So you're looking at Google at the moment, and if I go to in relation to my domain, I can go to online Python compiler, and let me pick one here. I can go to this sort of environment, and at the same time as programming, um, the student is still seeing a picture of my face. So I often find if there isn't any sort of picture of a human face, you finish up just talking to slides. I think people are naturally pay more attention if there's if they can see who's talking, and at least your expressions or facial expressions or at least they're on the corner of the screen. So I like OBS for that. It provides that facility, and I think it's much superior to just presenting a screen and hearing the voice. You're actually seeing the person who's speaking. Um, the technology I use are quite varied and depends on what I'm teaching. I tend to use a gathering of different tools rather than a specific grouping. So um, other tools that I might use other than Google or online compilers, I use Moodle, and I use if I ever edit. Let me close this for a moment. If I ever edit a shot, I'll use OpenShot Video Editor. Let me open that for you. There is a little bit of a learning curve to it, but in terms of getting what I want out of it, it's pretty good. So I use that, but I tend to not spend a lot of time editing videos. I just accept, or at least in my mind, I, I'm not producing a perfect quality video. It's more important to get the task working.